Hello, Kentucky. When you look at it all, it really doesn't make sense for Otega Oweh to go to the NBA right now. Let's see how this could turn out. Speaking of Otega Oweh, this takes on fascinating contours. There are many questions surrounding the NBA draft at the moment, and the young power forward finds himself at a crucial crossroads. Whether to stay at Kentucky for the 2025-26 season, or to bet his chips on a professional jump that is still uncertain. Oweh's situation is emblematic of the choices that high-level college athletes face today. For weeks, NBA draft simulations barely mentioned his name, until recently he appeared at number 59, practically one of the last picks of the event. While this may sound tempting to some players, experts and analysts understand that this position does not necessarily reflect a promising future in the league. Instead, it suggests a path full of challenges, where there is a significant chance that Oweh will be relegated to the fringes of professional basketball, perhaps bouncing around the G League or even running out of meaningful minutes in the NBA. There are still a lot of questions, right? To many, the idea of returning to Kentucky seems not only a sensible decision, but almost inevitable. Coach Mark Pope has been working hard to build a team that promises to be one of the most competitive in the country next season. With Oweh potentially returning, the Wildcats could have one of the most formidable rosters in college basketball, capable of contending for a national title. In addition, the player will have the opportunity to continue to be molded tactically and physically, refining the nuances of his game that still need fine-tuning. It is no secret that an extra year under the wing of Pope and his coaching staff could be just what is needed to transform Oweh into a star ready to shine in the NBA's biggest arenas. Another factor that weighs heavily in favor of him staying is the financial aspect. In recent years, the NIL has revolutionized the college sports landscape, allowing athletes to monetize their popularity while still in college. In Oweh's case, there is speculation that he could make millions through NIL deals. This type of financial return is something that would be unlikely if he were selected late in the draft, where the starting salary would be relatively modest and the chances of immediate success in the NBA are slim. Staying at Kentucky not only provides him with a solid platform to grow as a player, but also gives him the opportunity to capitalize on his talent and charisma at a crucial time in his career. Kentucky fans, known for their fervent passion, have every reason to believe that Oweh will make the right choice. While there is some nervousness in the air as they await an official announcement, the logic clearly points to a triumphant return. A player with Oweh's potential deserves more than being a late draft pick destined to wander around developmental teams. He needs time to mature, gain consistency, and show the world the full scope of his talent. And where better to do that than in Lexington, surrounded by the unwavering support of BBN and being part of one of the most successful programs in the country. In addition, Oweh's presence on the 2025-26 roster could be the difference that takes the Wildcats back to the top. He has already shown flashes of brilliance on the court, and with another year of focused work, he could become a dominant force both offensively and defensively. Imagine the electric atmosphere at Rupp Arena when he and his teammates begin their new quest for a title. For the fans, it would be a spectacle worth celebrating. And for Oweh, it would be a chance to cement his legacy with this program. Oweh's decision goes beyond simply saying yes or no to the NBA draft. It's about choosing the path that maximizes his chances of long-term success, both on and off the court. Returning to Kentucky isn't just a safe bet. It's a strategic choice that could open doors to a bright future. In the meantime, fans are waiting with bated breath, confident that they'll see their rising star in the blue and white again. If Oweh does decide to stay, he'll not only be doing himself a favor, but he could also be a great champion while still in Kentucky. It's official. The addition of Reese to the Kentucky Wildcats roster is further proof that the program is building something special for next season. The signing of the young center, a native of Lexington, not only strengthens the connection between the team and its local base, but also brings a player with unique characteristics to the team. Potter has everything it takes to become a key piece in Pope's system. Potter returns to the Bluegrass as a player already tested in college competition, but with plenty of room to grow. During his 2 seasons in Miami, he demonstrated versatility, especially with his ability to shoot from 3 points, a rare attribute for a player of his size. His average of 39.8% on long-range shots is an eye-catching number, and could open up new tactical dynamics for the Wildcats. In addition, his ability to protect the paint and contribute rebounds and passes adds layers of depth to Kentucky's roster. which now looks even more complete. But perhaps the most exciting aspect of Potter's arrival is the nostalgia he brings with him. For many fans, seeing a Lexington native in a Wildcats uniform conjures up memories of other greats who have come from the region and left their mark on the program. One such name is Reese Shepherd, whose recent career has served as a powerful reminder of the impact homegrown players can have on a team. Shepherd, another Lexington product, was widely celebrated for his playmaking intelligence, leadership, and ability to perform in big moments. Now, with Potter stepping into the spotlight, there's a renewed sense that Kentucky's cycle of excellence can continue to be fueled by talent that has grown up on this team. Potter, like Shepherd before him, represents more than just a talented player. He symbolizes the deep connection between the program and its community. Both are examples of athletes who understood from an early age what it means to wear the blue and white and carry with them the responsibility of honoring that tradition. When Pope noted in his statement that Potter truly understands what it means to wear a Kentucky jersey, he wasn't just paying lip service, he was acknowledging something that's part of who he is. That mindset, combined with his technical skills, could make all the difference on a roster that already boasts promising names like Denzel Aberdeen, Muhammad Diabate, and Andrija Jelovic. Additionally, Potter's presence in the paint provides a tactical dimension that perfectly complements the pieces that are already being assembled. While Otega Oweh, if he stays, brings explosiveness and versatility on the wing, Potter could be the interior pillar that balances the team. His ability to stretch opposing defenses with his three-point shooting creates valuable space for playmakers and cutters, while his wingspan and defensive timing add an extra layer of security in the paint. That combination of attributes makes him an extremely interesting piece for the near future. For Kentucky fans, the addition of Potter is a cause for celebration, not only for what he can do on the court, but also for what he represents off it. He is a living example of the strength of the local community and the program's commitment to nurturing talent that grows within the community. If he can replicate or even surpass the impact Reese Shepherd had during his time with the Wildcats, then fans can expect a once-in-a-lifetime moment at Rupp Arena. Jaden Quaintance's recovery is essential for the upcoming season. As a versatile and dominant center, his presence in the paint could be the difference that takes the Wildcats to the top. The recent update on his rehabilitation, with a projected return to full activity by September, brings relief and optimism not only to coach Mark Pope, but also to the entire BBN. Quaintance, who suffered a torn ACL in March while playing for Arizona State, has demonstrated admirable poise throughout his recovery process. In his appearance on Aaron Torres' podcast, he expressed confidence in his progress, highlighting that his goal is to be ready to play full contact by September. This statement, reinforced by Torres' positive outlook on his progress, solidifies the expectation that Quaintance will be ready to contribute from the first important games of the season. And considering his importance within Kentucky's system, this news comes as a breath of fresh air for the team. Before his injury, Quaintance was a solid force for the Suns, averaging an impressive 9.4 points and 7.9 rebounds per game while serving as a regular starter. His ability to control the paint both offensively and defensively makes him a key player for Kentucky. With Reese Potter coming in to add depth to the center group and Otega Oweh potentially returning to lead the way on the wing, Quaintance's recovery completes a trio that can command respect in any matchup. But Quaintance's impact is what sets him apart from the rest in his stats. He's exactly the type of player who can give Kentucky an identity: resilient, hard-working, and determined. His journey of overcoming such a serious injury serves as an inspiration to his teammates, especially in a program where a competitive mindset is essential. If he is fully recovered and in full form by September, it will allow him to seamlessly integrate into the squad during preseason training, building chemistry with new talent like Denzel Aberdeen and Muhammad Diabate, as well as veterans who are familiar with his style of play. The fact that Quaintance is confident in his ability to return in time for the season opener is a reflection of his dedication to rehabilitation. Injuries like the one he suffered are challenging, both physically and mentally. But his resilient attitude shows that he is determined to not only return, but to do so at a high level. Defensively, his presence will be crucial in protecting the rim from opponents' inside attacks, while offensively he provides finishing options close to the basket and even the ability to space the floor with clever passes. If he can regain his rhythm and confidence by the start of the season, the Wildcats will be the great team everyone is hoping for. For Kentucky fans, every positive update on his rehab is a reason to dream even bigger. And if all goes according to plan, September will mark the beginning of an even better new Kentucky. Comment.